Hello, good people. Let us learn about the inconvenient artifacts of Josiah Whitney from a mine in California. During the 19th century, deep within the so-called Table Mountain in the U.S. state of California, and in other mountains of the Sierra Nevada, hundreds of artifacts were discovered in ancient geological layers that are tens of millions of years old. In the mid-19th century, while mining for gold, miners discovered hundreds of artificial stone artifacts, as well as human skeletons, deep inside the mountain tunnels of the Sierra Nevada, California. These bones and artifacts were found in geological layers dating to the Eocene period, approximately 33-55 million years ago. These discoveries were presented to the scientific community by Dr. Josiah Whitney, California's chief state geologist, in his book The Auriferous Gravels of the Sierra Nevada, published by the Peabody Museum at Harvard University in 1880. However, none of the leading scientists paid particular attention to his book because its dating contradicted all existing theories regarding the origin of humanity. When gold was discovered in 1849 in the ancient riverbeds of the Sierra Nevada mountains, gold prospectors began pouring into California. While some chose the easier method of washing gold, bearing sands, others started digging into the mountainsides, driving long tunnels deep into the mountains. Before long, they began encountering various objects that appeared to be embedded within the ancient rock itself. They also came across human skeletons, although these were far fewer than the artifacts, which numbered in the hundreds. Whitney first learned of these discoveries through rumors, and they greatly intrigued him. It is true that he dismissed many artifacts found in surface deposits or during hydraulic mining operations as questionable, because their age could not be verified. However, the objects discovered in the deeper tunnels could be dated with much greater precision. Whitney calculated that the layers in which they were found dated at least to the Pliocene epoch, giving them an estimated age of between 5.3 and 2.5 million years. Later, geologists concluded that many of the geological layers at the sites identified by Whitney actually belonged to the Eocene epoch, dating them to between 55 and 33 million years ago. Many of the tunnels Whitney visited were located in Table Mountain, in the Tuolumne County area of California. There, in order to reach the gold-bearing deposits, miners had to cut through thick layers of basaltic volcanic rock known as latite. Geologists dated this latite to the Eocene period, and many of the mining tunnels where the artifacts were found lay hundreds of feet beneath the latite. This means that the actual age of the artificial artifacts could be even older. Whitney's most famous discovery is the so-called Calaveras skull, found by a miner at a depth of 130 feet. When the skull came into Whitney's possession, he declared it authentic and concluded that it dated to the Pliocene epoch, between 5.3 and 1.8 million years ago. At the same time, however, the skull appeared quite modern, while anatomically modern humans are believed to have appeared no earlier than about 200,000 years ago. This dating was quickly criticized by other researchers who believed the skull was no more than 1,000 years old. Later, reports emerged claiming that the skull had been planted by miners as a practical joke to fool the scientists. Among the other artifacts from Table Mountain are a pestle and a mortar. They were discovered in 1877 by J. Hill in a tunnel beneath the latite and were likewise dated to the Eocene epoch, 33 to 55 million years ago. William H. Holmes, an anthropologist at the Smithsonian Institution, wrote about Whitney's book. Had Professor Whitney fully appreciated the story of human evolution, as it is understood today, he would not have ventured to announce the conclusions formulated, despite the impressive body of evidence with which he was confronted. In other words, if the evidence does not fit the prevailing theory, it should be set aside and no longer discussed, which is exactly what happened to Whitney's findings. Today, some of the artifacts mentioned by Whitney are still housed in the Phoebe A. Hearst Museum of Anthropology at the University of California, Berkeley, yet they attract very little interest from the scientific community.